Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're really getting into the weeds on a very specific, very important piece of hardware.
We are.
We're taking the lid off the Thor Broadcast H-4HDMI-ATSC IPLL. It's a mouthful. But our mission here is to figure out why this one box is such a critical bridge between, well, old school coax and modern IP video.
It really is the essential tool for a system integrator. It's not just an encoder. This is the thing that lets an IT manager and an RF broadcast engineer finally speak the same language.
Okay, so what headache is it solving?
Two, really. It takes up to four 1080p 60 HDMI streams and converts them. And it does it simultaneously into North American antenna channels, that's the ATSC part, and professional IPTV streams.
Right, that integration challenge. So if you're, say, a hospital or a big hotel, you've already got channels coming in from an antenna. You can't just jam new stuff in there.
Exactly. It has to conform.
So why that specific North American standard, ATSC? What's the deal with the 8 VSB modulation it uses?
Well, because that's the language all the TVs and the existing wiring already speak. 8 VSB, that's 8-level vestigial sideband, is pretty unique to our over-the-air market here.
And what does that mean in practical terms for the integrator?
It's a trade-off. ATSC gives you about 19 megabits per second of programming, which is actually less data than some other standards, but and this is the but it works reliably over much longer coax runs.
Which means?
It means you can wire up an entire skyscraper or a huge convention center campus and not have to install a ton of expensive repeaters or, run new fiber everywhere. You use the cheap, robust coax that's already in the walls.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, the spec sheet says it's all managed through a web browser, which sounds simple.
Yeah.
But how much control do you actually have?
Oh, total control. I mean, you can get in there and edit the PSIP tables.
The Program and System Information Protocol.
Exactly. That's all the metadata for the electronic program guide. It's how you tell the TV in the lobby that channel 4.1 is the welcome video and not just, unknown program. That level of detail is what separates the pro gear from consumer stuff.
Let's focus on those last two letters in the model name. H-4HDMI-ATSC-IPLL. That LL is for low latency. Why is shaving off less than a second of delay so critical?
Because that second can kill a live event. A standard encoder, you're looking at maybe 700 to 1200 milliseconds of lag. That's almost a whole second.
Wow, so if you're watching a live speaker in the room and on the screen.
It's completely jarring. It's out of sync with reality. The low latency upgrade in this model, it just crushes that delay. It drops it by more than 10 times, down to about 70 to 120 milliseconds.
So that one feature, that LL, takes it from just being a display feed to being a mission-critical tool for live video.
It really does.
And I'm guessing that puts it in a whole different pricing tier, right?
Absolutely. You're moving into the professional grade world where that real-time sync is the actual product. And look at the outputs. It's not just one thing. You get the ATSC RF output for the coax, a DVB ASI output, and the IPTV stream.
Which can be unicast or multicast.
Both, simultaneously. It's incredibly versatile.
So what you're really describing is, it's not an encoder. It's an entire system architecture in a single box.
That's a great way to put it. It's got 4 completely independent encoders, a multiplexer to combine them, and the final modulator. For an integrator, that is a massive saving.
In rack space, in complexity, in just headaches.
All of the above. It's the physical form of convergence. You're managing old school RF and modern IP streaming from one single web page anywhere on the network.
So this whole deep dive, it really shows that the future isn't about RF or IP. It's about unifying them.
Unifying them with smart, low-latency control. That's the key.
And that leaves a pretty interesting question for you to think about.
It does. If you can manage 4 completely separate HD streams, what they are, how they're delivered, all from a single browser page, what kind of huge personalized video networks could you build using only the broadcast standards and the wiring that's already there?
Something to mull over. We'll see you on the next deep dive.